What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another vlog by yours truly, your local Geek Squad nerd. What's going on this week, you guys? A lot has been going on this week. I think we should first start by covering the elephant in the room for the weekly events. The passing of Charlie Kirk. I think that no matter what side of the line you're on, left, right, up, down, all around, that maybe murder isn't the right answer. It didn't sound like I don't know. I don't really want to share opinions on this because it's a sensitive subject. And a lot of people are currently really sensitive about what's going on. And it's best to just try to leave those kinds of things out of my vlogs, I think. It is sad that he died, and sad that his wife and child are without a father. I will tell you that for sure. It's sad and scary that our nation is in a position where we are turning on each other like this, and falling apart. It's scary. It's scary that everybody wants to turn on each other and kill each other, or victimize each other, or attack each other in some way, or vilify the other. And it just didn't seem like it was like this 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I don't know what to say about it, but it's just, things are getting scary, and they're going in a direction that makes me worry about whether or not we're going to be stuck in another civil war or not, or whether we're going to have another civil war. And I don't think we'll have a civil war in the same kind of sense that we had in, I think, I forgot when the first Civil War happened. I think 1800s, 1830s, I believe. But forgive me if I'm wrong. I think it'll be much different than that, but no less damaging to our nation and to our national image and our international image and our self-esteem as a nation. How each of us feel about where we live. All of this is just so destructive. No matter what side you're on, you got to admit what's going on is destructive. Everyone turning on each other. Everyone accusing the other of this and that. Everyone thinking the other one is the problem. I don't know. I hope. I worry. Oh, I got a customer. I will be back, you guys. All right, chat. Chat. What's up, chat? I'm back, chat. Put a thumbs up in the detail. You know, give me a thumbs up, chat. Oh man, I need to get a haircut, huh? Anyways, I just wanted to say that I'm scared. You know, I don't know where our country is headed, but it doesn't seem like it's headed towards anything good. And I hope we can course correct before it's too late. My roommate, he's been really on edge about it all too. And causing him a lot of unnecessary stress. Me and everybody. I wish we could go back to about 10 years ago or so, maybe a little bit longer than that, when I didn't even care about politics, where nothing mattered, you know. I mean, it mattered, but, you know, I wasn't invested nearly as much as I'm invested now. part of me wonders if my vote had been invested way back then too, if there would have been any changes, but no. Probably not. But who knows? I hope we can come together as a nation and start rebuilding our relationship. I just don't know if that's doable right now. I don't see it happening, and I don't see it happening anytime soon if things keep going the way they're going. But let's move on to less depressing. Well, the Lyft prices are too damn high. Because Mizzou is in season, their football team, every weekend they're having football games, so the entire weekend from Friday through Monday is just busy and expensive on Lyft, and it drives up my prices almost 3 times what they normally are. I think I complained about this last week and the week before too, because that's when the season started. I accidentally put $160 on my Lyft cash, less paycheck, and it's a good thing I did, because I normally only put $125, but I still am about to run out of money for Lyft. For just 2 weeks, $160 isn't enough to get me to and from work. It's getting crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna keep on trucking. I mean, what else can I do? I've got to come to work. So as long as I'm making more money than it's costing me to come to work, I'll keep on paying it. I'm pretty much paying for a car. I wish I could just. I'm pretty much paying for a car. $300 ish a month. No. 300 ish a month. $320 if it keeps going the way it is, and possibly more, because this wasn't lasting me what I accidentally put on there. If I hadn't been lucky and gotten a couple of rides in the last couple of weeks, or a couple days to and from work, and tomorrow my uncle's giving me a ride, but I need to invest in an e-bike, and then I think I can just take that to and from work every day. I would enjoy the ride too, because I like riding bikes. I just don't have a bike, and I'm a little fat for a normal bike now. But e-bikes are built a little rugged. Let's see. Interesting things that happened at work this week is I had a customer come in who's like, hey, my computer doesn't work. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And they said, well, I unplugged my computer, and when I plugged it back in, it didn't work. And I'm like, okay, well, let me take a look at it. So I take out the computer out of her cart, or out of her box. She brought everything, all the components, the speakers, the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, all the wires to everything. And I set it on the table, and I look in behind it, and what do I see? I see a VGA cable that has been cut by wire cutters. And I said, well, this is probably why you don't see anything on your screen, and it doesn't come on. And she said, I asked her what happened, and she said, I couldn't get it off, so I just cut it, and sparks went everywhere, and I almost got electrocuted. And I was like, okay, give me just a second, I'll be right back. And I came back here, and I showed my coworkers. I was like, you guys. And they were like, what? And that was crazy. It was. So she killed her computer because she cut the VGA cable while it was still powered on and plugged in. And so that's one crazy one. Fortunately, her computer wasn't killed, And as soon as I took that out of the VGA cable, what was left of it, out of the socket, and plugged in an HDMI cable, it worked fine. So I'm guessing there were some connections on the VGA cable that was, I don't know, but it worked fine after that. But it was still pretty dumb. Let's see, what else do we got going on? There we go. I had another lady who came in earlier this week when I wasn't here, and she got a piece of hair right there, rogue hair. Talk about my hair every week, and I don't get it cut. She came in earlier in the week about a light bulb that she had, and she came in again last night when I was working, and about the light bulb again. First, she came in and sat down, and she was like, "Hey, you know, I think I've been hacked. This is a police situation." And I said, "Okay, well, what do we got? An iPhone or an Android?" And she said, "I got an iPhone." I'm like, "Okay, so the best thing we can do for you is have you change your Apple ID password, sign out of other Apple devices, yada yada." I gave her the whole rundown of what to do to secure her device and her account. She didn't trust my word. She felt like there was more that could be done. But then, once she finally accepted that, then she's like, "Hey, do you know anything about circuit boards?" And I'm like, "Not really. I'm not really into circuit boards, no." And she's like, "Well, do you know someone that does?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then, well, it turns out she explained to me that she built, or not me, to my coworker, that apparently she thinks that her light bulb is a spy device, and because when she opens it, it shows some circuits, and we explained to her on Wednesday, and we explained to her last night that it's a smart bulb, so it has a circuit board for the bulb, and it has a circuit board for the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and any programming that's on the device for that. And she says, "Well, it flashes," and I'm like, "Okay, well, it could be that it's in pairing mode." And she's like, "Well, there's static." And I'm like, "What do you mean by static?" She couldn't explain it to me, or to Tyler, not me. She wasn't speaking to me. I don't know why I keep saying me, but it was weird. She was super paranoid. She thought she was hacked, but had no reason to explain how she was hacked or why she thought that. She's just super paranoid that she was hacked, and you'd be surprised at how many customers are like that. Okay, so we got the last thing to talk about of the week. Like I talk about every week, my PS Vita. I've been playing a game called Valhalla Knights this week. It doesn't get... There you go. It's called Valhalla Knights. Pretty good game. I'm only at the very, very beginning, but yeah, I'm only at the very beginning, but it's pretty cool so far. Something to do with a band of prisoners and life inside of a prison so far, and they're in search of some treasure, Flockhart's treasure. But otherwise, outside of all the stuff we've talked about already, my week's been pretty good. Not too eventful, personally. So, anyways, I'm going to go and hopefully have a barbecue with my brother on Monday. It'd be nice if I could have a day with him and get away from it all, for a day. But we'll see. Anyways, you guys, I am going to end the vlog here. I want to thank you for listening to me ramble and be paranoid about things and then talk about other people being paranoid about things. Anyways, you guys take care. Have a good week. Until next time, Josh out. Bye.